A lot.
Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. I know who did that. You know what I mean? It's a light day in the barbershop. One of the best days in the barbershop. Days like this. You know what I mean? What up, what up, what up? It's your boy Blue 51. Welcome to the Barbershop Friday with Blue 51. I got my boy Red, my brother Red, handling the camera. I'm gonna make sure everybody's cool with being on camera, but today's podcast is about what life lessons are you most grateful for, right? Part of the reason is because a lot of people out with got turkeyitis. They're not in today, so we gonna use what we got. We might even come back around for this particular subject, but bro, you care if I interview your barber right quick? You care if I interview your barbecue? All right, so Kev,
Yes, sir.
get you right quick. Hold on, man, chill out, cameraman. All right, I didn't turn this on at all. All right, should I turn it on? There we go. We good now. All right, so the question. Well, first off, say what up, Kev.
What up, kid?
All right, and then are you flying today,
Always,
Mr.
baby.
Redskins? You Mr. Redskins. Hey, I'm just saying, you
Come
look
on,
real
man.
burgundy.
Nah, we're not
Look
doing
real
that.
burgundy. It's all right
We're
though.
not
Hey,
doing that.
welcome,
We're not doing that.
welcome,
Thank
welcome.
you. Thank you.
All right, so look, what life lesson are you most grateful for? That could be from relationship. That could be from romantic relationship, family, upbringing. Like, what's a life lesson that you're most grateful for?
My grandfather teaching me the importance of hard work.
What you mean? How did that conversation come up? Were you slacking? Were you being lazy?
No, from him waking me up early to go to he owned the supermarket, so to go help him. I was workforce at an early age, so to go help him open up the store and
Child labor.
child
Nothing
labor
better.
law.
Nothing better than child
Hey, he
labor.
had 15 kids, so he knew what he was doing.
Flood the block.
But yeah, I mean, he told me to, get up early, get to it.
He ain't never have y'all get together and go beat up the rival grocery store.
Nah, we ain't had to go ride
Just
on.
checking. Just
We ain't
checking.
had
You
to
know what I'm
go
saying?
ride on him.
You're like, Walmart, come out and play. Oh, man.
Yeah, but definitely hard work, man.
Hard work. From your grandfather.
From my grandfather.
That's what's up, man. I like that. So you can tell your grandfather thank you. What would you say to him?
He's not with us, but he left that with me.
What would you tell him if you could talk to him and tell him thank you for what would you say to him?
Thank you for life lessons, because he taught me other things.
But the first one we're most grateful for is hard work.
It's hard work,
I
definitely.
like that, man. Hey, you mind if I ask you the same question? Or
Yeah, that's fine.
hey, what's the life lesson you're most grateful for?
Um, Definitely, family isn't just the people who are related to you, but the people who bring you up. I learned that from my grandma, my nana. I didn't. My mom wasn't around, so I had a lot of mother roles growing up. So
Yeah,
just my one question I was asked from my therapist because I went to therapy for a while.
that's what's up, man.
She was there's a difference between a mom and a mother. So a mom is the person who brought you into this world, but a mother is someone who cares for you, someone who's there for you the whole time. So I might have one mom, but I have a whole bunch of mothers.
Yeah, I feel the same way, yo. I got about 12 of them joints. That's actually, to me, I feel like it's better when you collect them like Pokemon because you got different moms and different styles, so you get a lot of mother. So, like, would you think that for me, I know it affected how my presence to my daughter for me as a father because of having the absence of parenting or a parent or both parents. It's such a staple for me with being presence is so important. So like my kid, for a not field trip. She was like, it's a field trip or something like that. And I was like, she was like, oh, I told my friends I see him at the back to school night or whatever. And I was like, well, how you know you going? Because it's my week with my kids. She's like, because I know you're gonna take me. I was like, why you know that? She's like, because you go to everything. You know what I mean? And I thought that was for me. It was a double cool. Like she thought she was just being cute, but it meant more because I never had the opportunity for people to be there for me. So being there for her, the fact that she like, yo, of course you're gonna be there. I want my dad this week. Oh, he's definitely gonna be there. He goes to everything, even when it's not his week. If it's something he can pull up on, he pull up on. You know what I mean? So that's cool, man. I think that's dope. If you could say something to to you said your grandma was the one that taught you that?
Yeah.
You said something to your grandmother, say thank you. How would you say thank you to your grandma?
Just, I mean, she's a superhero. She's been there. So, I mean, the only thing I can.
Most grandmas are, bro. I'm not, no disrespect to your grandma, but my grandmas just be doing stuff, man.
But I mean, I owe her everything. So I mean, all I could say is thank you.
Sheesh. He said, I'll give you the water if I could. There you go. That's the one we wanted to hear. All right. You mind if I ask your barber a question, man? What's up, Scrapes? What's it, you know what I'm saying? Mr. Scrape Diddy, you got money in a pocket? I don't know, man. I dropped my microphone on this joint. It ain't come with it. I got you, man. It ain't come with the shop. You gotta mic things up, you know. I'm trying to be professional. I up the production. All right, Scrape. So, question for the day is, what's a life lesson that you're most grateful for?
Life lesson.
Yeah, it's post-turkey, man. You know what I'm saying? We had the holiday for thinking things.
Nah, I don't really celebrate that holiday, man.
Hey, I like getting together with my friends and family and being thankful for them.
Well, you know, my brother passed away on Thanksgiving Day. So, yeah, I don't really
It
celebrate
hit
it.
different.
Yeah.
So, before we get into this sad moment, because I remember that. That was rough.
Yeah.
What's a life lesson you're grateful for outside of this holiday that brings back bad memories?
Kids, man. Probably kids. Gotta be kids.
The life lesson is kids?
I mean, my life was a lesson to make his life better, ain't?
I can dig it. So, having a kid made you reflect on the things you
On
could
my
have done.
stuff, yeah.
Okay. No, I like that. So you're a teacher. So you can go tell yourself something. You could tell yourself thank you. What would you say to yourself? Would you do it all the same?
Nah.
Why you look at the boy like that?
Huh? Nigga, whispering into the mic. You know the mic is like right here, like it enhances it anyway, so whispering not gonna stop it.
Oh, I know. I was just laughing. Because why you looking the baby? Oh, yo. Shout out to YouTube. It's one from his crazy. He love the kids. Yo, what would you say to yourself? You gotta answer the question or it don't count.
I don't know, man.
You don't know what you say to yourself?
I don't know.
It's rough. All
I
right.
probably beat my ass.
Brother, you mind if I ask you the same question?
Yeah, what you gonna ask?
What's a life lesson that you're most grateful for?
Life lesson.
I ain't done yet.
I would say just to find peace in life. Like it's really easy to compare yourself, especially with social media and everything and everybody around you. It's easy to get caught up in a lifestyle, but I think overall, if you can find peace and happiness in your life, it will serve you well.
Where'd you learn that from?
My life lesson.
Just living your own life?
For sure. We're always battle tested. Especially being like a young black man, I travel all over. So you have a lot of like war rooms you go through, a lot of battles, whether it's relationships with girls or with work or money or whatever it is.
Oh, you learned a lesson of keeping your head straight instead of
Yeah,
trying to talk
my
like
bad,
that.
bro. My bad, brother.
Yeah, he the most anti.
Yeah, nah, you good. Thank you for letting me know, though.
Nah,
I
I'm
don't
messing
wanna-
with you, man. I'm just messing with you.
Everybody. Yeah, he a professional haircutter of a man that's
Yeah,
talking.
yeah,
He get
yeah.
the most talkative people in his chair too.
For sure. But always find your peace, man, whatever that may be. You know what I'm saying? For me, like I like working out, I like going to paradise where there's water, things like that. You know.
We just heard this thing where they said most of the problems that men have can be solved by what did he say? Getting in shape and getting more money. There you
for
go.
sure.
That's like, most of
Yeah.
the problems that men have, getting in shape and getting more money.
I ain't lie.
I mean, to be a high value man, you want to be at your highest level physically, mentally, spiritually, right? I'm probably missing one, so hold on. Physically, mentally, emotionally. That's another one.
Your head.
Yeah, hold it down, bro. Hold it down.
I'm dead. So I just seen a clip where my
Nah,
man
you're
was
good,
like
you're
the
good,
three
you're
most
good, man. I'm just
important
messing.
things a man can choices a man can make, and I'm gonna talk about this on another pod. But the three most important things a man can make was what he does for a living. Uh, what was it? It was what he does for a living. Damn, what was the three things? I was watching it with you, Red. The three things that man said. What was the first one? What he does.
How he gets back.
Can't remember the other joint. Why can't I think of the other one?
It's probably gonna hit you later. Watch.
I got to memorize it so I can have that conversation. It wasn't my topic, but who he laid down with and what he does for a living was two of the joints. And I was just like, and it's a similar thing. It's like, you got to simplify. I think it's convoluted with social media.
Oh, yeah.
Where, and not even social media, I think the ability to share ideas because everybody has ideas. But back in the day, only the good ideas rose to the top because you had to really go out here, meet people, talk to people, engage with people, build your brand. People had to talk about you and had to be worthy of being spoken about. But now something can go viral because it sucks. Friday by Rebecca Black was not a good song, but it was awesomely bad and we shared it. But she made it, shot her to stardom for something that was never good to begin with. But it's like, you know, we have these, everybody has a soapbox too, where anybody can be online sharing an idea and it can connect with people. It might not even be a good idea. It might be a bad idea that more people have, but because they can connect with it, now he becomes the spokesperson for this bad idea. You know what I'm saying? And so it's not that it's bad, it's just we have the ability to connect more. So a lot of information that isn't necessarily good information, but it's liked. 10,000 likes gets you a lot of credibility. You know what I'm saying? A million views gets you a lot of credibility because people assume that means it's good. All right, fam.
But all those likes ain't good likes. I always say like this, man. Like the questions be complicated, but answers are simple. You kind of have to just slim off the fat of a lot of things that's going on in this earth. You find your lane, find your peace. You know, find, like I told you before, find what makes you healthy.
How would you define peace? You said peace, and it's been the theme for your answer has been peace. How do you define peace? Because I think that's, I wouldn't say it's relative. Huh?
I say it may be different for different people.
Yeah, so, well, not even that. I'm just curious how you define it.
Yeah, for me, it's being centered, being tranquil. Don't let, it's also being in control, not letting other things rattle you, having you on balance. You know what I mean? Whether that's finances, girls like we just talked about, work, whatever it is, you got to find peace in life. Can't go through trying to appease everybody. It's not your responsibility. Just stay true to yourself. So it's a lot of different things. It's kind of one of those things like, what is love, right? It's kind of abstract, but I think we all know what it is, you know, when we say it, when we reach it.
Like, it's different for different people, man. Like, I definitely...
Especially if you're spiritual, you know, some people might look at it as enlightenment if you're close to God, you know what I'm saying?
I think I'm a big old words person. I like certain words, how to say it. I think that, like, love is compromise, right? It's compromise. It's being willing to concede to another person, to say, you know what I want is not more important than making sure we good. You know what I'm saying? It's that concession of selfishness to another person. And that's, at least for me, when I evaluate it, I'm looking and I'm like, how willing is this person to compromise with me? How willing is this person? Not when it's good, 'cause I think anybody can go get on a boat, take a picture, right?
Yeah.
I'm talking about, like, when something triggers your trauma, are you still gonna be respectful? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, even with my friends, I look at it that way. Like, well, how much does it matter to keep our standing and our interactions respectful? You know what I'm saying? So it's not just a romantic thing. It's more so a me thing, right? Because I know one thing I learned from this podcast was about boundaries, right? And boundaries ain't about the other person. Boundaries are about you. You make boundaries and you enforce boundaries for yourself. You don't go out and tell somebody else, hey man, don't talk to me like that. That's not how you enforce a boundary. How you enforce a boundary is, I'm not going to engage with someone who talks to me like that.
Yeah, what
right?
you're willing to accept, what you're willing not to. And that comes from, you know, growing pains and, you know, going through life. And you just spoke about love. Like, once again, it's like you said, it's complicated. People romanticize it. How you receive love is completely different how somebody else may receive it. So, you know what I'm saying? Just learning how to give it, but also how you like to receive it. Very important, man.
You know, I think I'm thankful for that. You know, shout out to Joe Button. I learned that whole concept from a song he got. That's my favorite rapper. Love I'm Good. He was like, So I swear, if this is love, I'm good. That's it. That man be having. Look, man, I know everybody got his podcast. The man made mixtapes for emo, for emo rappers. And I was with it. I got every mixtape. That's all rotation. Give him my microphone. He didn't say nothing. Who Fred? Fred don't want to answer nothing, man. Fred don't ever answer none of the questions. All right, so first off, I really appreciate Scrape's client for giving me the answer. I think his answer was really like heartfelt. It came from somewhere real. I was curious about what his piece came from, so at some point I got to find out what my man was going through to get to the word tranquility was such an important thing for him, you know what I mean? Because you could tell he's really attached to it, and it kind of envelopes everything. Even the way he speaks, you could tell he's in the center the entire time, you know what I mean? So it was really cool to observe and just listen to what he valued. I wish Scrapes gave me more of an answer, but I think today he's just checked out. The turkey probably got to him. And then,
said, the life lesson I always fall back on is slow is smooth is fast.
someone who said that? Who said that? Yo, cause my man's, I was just in the gym, and my man's in the gym was saying the same thing about boxing. All right, here we go, right? It's my last question for the day, then I gotta go hang out with my kid. You take this microphone, you gotta clip this to your side. So clip it to the side, like right up here. That's cool. You might want to like on the collar of your shirt, unless you want to mess your shirt up. I know you fancy.
Oh, stop it. I look bummy today.
Now we look bummed. Now we're styling for the camera. All right, so first and foremost, the question for the day is, what is the life lesson that you're most grateful for? What life lesson are you most grateful for?
Discernment.
Discernment. Mm-hmm. Where do you learn that from?
I learned it from my grandmother. How to discern the right people to hang around with, the right energy to mix with.
Who you hang with.
Yeah,
that was
exactly.
the three things. Who you hang with, what
Who
you
you
do
hang
for a
with.
living, and who you lay
Yes.
with. That's what it was. Yeah. Yeah. And the Lord wanted me to drop the mic.
Right.
It was like, yeah, that's what it was. Those three things. Anyway, go. You said it was your grandmother taught you who you hang with. What was the
Who
other
you
one?
hang with and to protect your peace and your energy.
All right, and what was the situation? You remember the situation that came up in? Like, how did you like? It wasn't just. Was it a random conversation, or was it like she emulated that the entire time?
Oh, no. My grandmother's a wise woman, so she's always dropping knowledge just randomly.
That's what Kev was saying. Kev was saying his grandfather was.
It doesn't even have to be a reason. It can just be random.
She would just be sitting down, y'all be having cartoons. She'd turn the cartoons off and give you a nugget. Like she just.
No, so like literally for Thanksgiving, she was giving me knowledge, basically telling me, you know, you need to be very, again, mindful who you're around, who you keep in your circle, because not everybody has good intentions.
Everybody that smiles at you ain't your friend.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm telling my kid that. I think it's worse with women. Like guys,
That's sexist.
guys tend to. Well, I think it's biology, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Because we talked about it before when guys pick on each other. You know how we be ragging on each other all the
Absolutely.
time? Like, we don't do that out of malice. We do it to toughen each other up. It actually is a toughening thing. Like, I'll have a situation that's actually bothering me.
So you're saying that's thickening your skin with the bantering back and forth?
Yes, and it's a male thing. It happens more with horseplay. Like, you know how boys will wrestle and tussle with each other? Like, we just tend to be more physical or more. It's just the aggression is a way of building each other up, building resilience.
Okay.
Not just for black men, 'cause I want to say that black men have a unique experience with masculinity, but
Absolutely.
like for men in general, we do this thing to build each other up. Whereas women, when a guy tends to treat a girl or banter with a girl the way he would with his homies, she normally gets offended, or she gets, why is he always talking shit? He always got something to say on certain
Or
days.
it could be a double side of the coin. You could probably like her because most guys back in the day, when they would talk about a girl, that means he had a thing for her.
Well, the young guys, to the young boys would pull her hair.
Yeah.
That was like the thing, right?
Yeah.
I think the young boys being physical with the girl was the same way he was being physical with his homies. But so he would try to bring her into the fold, and the physical with her, she'd be like uncomfortable with.
Right.
Which rightfully, so I'm not saying she has to be comfortable with it. I'm
Right.
saying that it's normal for guys to be more aggressive with each other and as a way of bonding, right? Whereas it's not that way with women. I forgot the point of the plane I was trying to land with. That was with girls. So my daughter, the way that girls beef with each other isn't through physicality. They don't physically get, like a guy, if me and Red
Right.
get to beefing, there's a physical threat, there's a physical line, there's a threat of violence that comes with it. So we tend to be, I know when Red don't like me. Cause Rev won't engage with me. You know what I'm saying? I know when a guy in here doesn't fuck. You know when someone in here doesn't.
Oh,
mess with you. There's a
absolutely.
physical part to it. It's
Oh,
like, yo,
absolutely.
because we're like young, it can go there, right?
Yeah.
With women, there's innuendo, there's character assassination, there's gossip. So they will pretend to be nice to each other,
Right.
even if they hate each other,
Right.
just so they can have things to talk about
Right.
to tear that person down.
Right.
So when I was talking to my kid about it, I was saying that something I've learned from watching and talking to people was that that everybody that smiles at you isn't your friend.
No, that's
Look at what
facts.
they do
That's facts.
and judge them off of what they do. Their
Yeah.
character is going to be
Absolutely.
your best
Absolutely.
way of knowing who's
I
somebody
always
is.
say a real friend is someone who they're not just there for the glitz and the glamour. They're not just there just through all the good stuff. They're there when shit is rough, when it's hard, when it's uncomfortable, when it's like real.
But someone could be there as a bystander too, though. Like I think value is how they lift you up. Because anybody I consider a friend.
Yeah, sewing into your friends.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I think the friend is they got to add value, not in the sense of giving things to you, but
no,
adding
I'm not
value.
saying
Like
materialistically.
I'm stronger, or I'm more comfortable going through something. Just having someone I can bounce the idea off,
Right.
that I respect their opinion.
But
because I think they handle
everybody's
things better.
everybody's language of giving, well, I would say everybody's love language is different when it comes to their friends. And I'm not even talking about being in a relationship. And I'm not even talking about anything romantically. Like everybody's love language is completely different. Some people are more materialistic based. Some people are more emotional based. Some people are spending time. Some people are, I don't know, patronizing their businesses. Yeah, it's multiple things.
Okay, so we were talking about your.
Oh, yes, words of affirmation. Thank you. That as well.
We
yeah.
were talking, so we kind of got off the track. You were talking
Yeah,
about
we
your
did get off
grandmother
track.
with your grandmother with telling you choosing your friends. Is that something that you struggled with before? Choosing the right
Absolutely.
people around you?
Yeah, because like
So
in,
you don't know how to choose your friends?
in the beauty industry, like you have people who want to just be, they like the lifestyle. They see that the cosmetology lifestyle, it is, some of it is glamorous, but a lot of it is like grunt work. So
Okay.
I've had, on my journey of doing here almost 20 years, people literally just tagging along because they see, oh, he's doing this, oh, he's going here, and blah, 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 blah. And I find out that half of those people weren't my friends. They were just there for the train ride.
Do you see that, is that industry, would you say it's male driven or female driven?
What, in cosmetology?
Yeah.
It's half and half.
It's half and half?
Yeah, absolutely.
Straight men?
Yes. I know a lot of straight
I'm not-
hairdressers.
I don't know any straight
That-
hairdressers. Listen.
You cannot say that,
I
Blue.
don't
That is so
know.
closed-minded.
I'm not closed-minded.
Yes, you are saying that.
Hold on.
It's
I did not-
2024.
I did not declare that there are
So
no
only
straight
gay
hairdressers.
men do women's hair?
No, what I said was that's surprising to me because I don't know
This
any.
is not
I don't know.
2001.
And 50-50 is crazy to me because I
Yes.
did not see it as 50-50.
Yes. I have a client who is a straight man, has 3 kids, has a wife. His wife is gorgeous, literally, and he is a hairdresser.
So again, hear me out. I'm surprised.
Okay.
I don't live in the beauty industry, so I don't
But,
have
yeah,
no.
but the barber
I know,
industry is
but-
the same as the beauty. It's the beauty industry. This is the beauty industry.
Yeah, but this ain't hairdressing. This is. It ain't 50-50 hair, right? Rez said it ain't 50-50 hair. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't. Barbering to me is different from hairdressing. I'm just saying it's
But
different.
barbering is still under OSHA.
Yeah,
It's still under
no,
GPR.
I get you.
It's
I
still
agree.
under the same umbrella.
But hairdressing to me is like lace, wigs, washes,
I don't do lace.
pearl.
I don't do
I'm
wigs.
just throwing out things that I'm saying is more feminine based. Like hairdressing to me is like lashes and all the rest of that. So like that's the beauty. That's a different facet
But you
from
can't.
getting.
But you can not negate that this is not the beauty. Barbering is a part
Yes,
of the beauty
absolutely,
industry.
absolutely. I'm just saying.
Male grooming is a part of the beauty industry.
I know. I'm very much aware of that. I'm
Okay.
just saying that 50-50 was a crazy number to me
It's
because
50-50.
when I look at these shows,
so-
I don't see
No.
Kev. I don't see Kev in the back saying, "Okay, girl, you look beautiful. You're ready to go." Like I don't see. I don't see. it
But
back.
you do because the Black Ink show was.
Black Ink. I didn't watch Black Ink.
Wait, no, that was tattooing. Never mind. That wasn't
And it
barbering.
was-
Okay.
Oh,
no.
oh,
Okay,
it was
never mind.
tattooing, so you was wrong.
No, okay, never mind. Never mind. Okay, I said I was
I think
wrong.
Black Ink. I think that's
Wait, never
tattooing
mind.
niggas.
Never mind.
I
never
never
mind.
watched the show, but I'm pretty sure they was tattooing.
No, but no, it is 50-50 because you have a lot
I'm
of
not arguing
men.
It's not. I'm just surprised. I'm not arguing
Because they
anything.
know it's a lot of money in that field, and women will rather go to a man and get her hair done.
Straight male hairdresser. Yo.
Cause he knows she gonna look bomb.
Nah,
that hair gonna be laid
we hung out
to
with
the
Freddie
side.
one time in every segment of being out with Freddie. First off, it was an adventure, and I'm never going out with y'all again. But secondly, every segment we went to was another group of girls coming over to talk to Freddie.
Exactly.
Every segment,
And they were
it
gorgeous.
didn't matter where we was at. We was in a
Anywhere.
parking lot in the middle of traffic, and some girl came out and smacked Freddie's butt and was like, "Ooh, it's so nice." With her dude. With her dude. I'm like, look, man.
Because I'm like bees
You
to
gotta,
honey.
you gotta toss it up. I don't know. Like you gotta run through. You gotta take the emotional roller coaster of hanging out for a night, and see what happens. Or just, I don't know, man. And I don't know how I feel about taking leftover because they don't come to you. They come to Freddie. And you gotta hope Freddie throw you a bone. He don't throw you the bone.
But
If he don't throw the ball to you, and you ain't the wide receiver of the day, then you just all.
But what am I gonna do with them? Of course I'm gonna throw me away.
I'm just saying it was.
Only thing they can do for me is sit in my chair.
Fun, but it was crazy. So, what would you say to your grandma? You could tell your grandmother thank you for the discernment that she's given you, right? Or she's helping you cultivate. Well, how would you say thank you to your grandmother?
Thank you for being a woman of a perfect example of, just being raw and honest and not lying to me and telling me X, Y, and Z. Because, a lot of grandparents like to sugarcoat some stuff sometimes. I'm just grateful that my grandmother kept it a buck with me. She didn't filter anything. Mind you, she's a Marine wife, so she kept it a buck with me at all times. I mean, she's still living. She's like 83. But,
That's a blessing.
she always keeps it a buck with me. Like, she doesn't tell me, even living my lifestyle. My grandma told me, hey, honey, even though she tells me, even though I don't accept it, she'd be like, I respect you and love you as my grandson. I may not like with the lifestyle that you've chosen. And we have an argument about this all the time. I tell her it's not a lifestyle, but I'm not gonna argue with my grandmother. But
Yes,
because she's old school. So in her mind, it's not a choice. Well, in her mind, it is a choice.
Yeah.
It's not that I was born this way.
Yeah.
But I'm just glad that my grandmother has always been real with me, no matter what. Even if sometimes I don't even want to hear it.
So I'm noticing a theme of grandparents in today. Like,
Even when you don't want to hear it.
Life lessons have been like my grandmother. I wish was less blunt. When I was a
She's too
kid growing
blunt.
up, shout out to old lady. She ain't with us no more, but I know she be watching because weird shit be happening. But my grandma was weird because she probably ghosting us a whole time. She just be chilling, waiting for the opportunity to smack the shit off the table. You know what I mean? Like my grandma was weird like that. She be waiting for opportunity, but she would, my grandmother always kept it a buck. She was cool, but she did this thing. She had this patience to her that I thought was really dope. She would process. She would sit back. Knowing something was wrong, didn't like something, she would sit back sometimes and look and observe, right? She'd be a wallflower for a little bit. And give you as much rope as she could give you. You know what I'm
To hang
saying?
yourself.
And she'd wait. And now hold on a minute. You knew it was going down. She would bring up things from last Tuesday. She been holding on to how many, you don't know what's in the Tommy gun, bro. She would just start shooting. You ain't washed the dishes 3 weeks ago. And I'm like, yo, why did you say? She was like, I've been waiting, motherfucker. Yo, my grandmother would go off. And I mean, and then we laugh about it later because when they get older, they start becoming your best friend. I think they
Absolutely.
transition. Grandparents transition to your adulthood quicker because the whole thing about being a child is that we lying to everybody, right? We pretending to have it together. We want the kids to see us have it together. We don't want the kids to know that we just figuring this shit out. And then you get older, you start telling them, man, remember that one time? Yeah, I was figuring that out. You know what I'm saying? I was just figuring that out. And they go, damn, for real? They don't really know. Grandparents be the first one to tell you, oh, your mom don't know what the fuck she done. You know what I'm saying? They be the first ones to put you on to the fact that everybody lying and nothing going on. They always the first one because they tired of it. They done kept the lie for 40 years. They tired of lying. They like, look, your mother not here because she don't want you. Grandma, and I ain't lying to him. I'm tired of lying to him. You got a man. I'm your mother and your father. All right? Now go in there and get some of that apple pie. It's the worst, but it's the best thing at the same time.
But it's the
man.
truth, yeah.
Anyway, Freddie, I appreciate you, man.
Absolutely, sir.
Give my
Thank you.
damn microphone back.
Okay, Vegeta Swag.
Yeah,
I didn't know you was a- I thought you liked
I'm
DBZ.
an anime dude, man. That's what I do. Streaming and anime all day.
Okay, I have a new level of respect for you now.
See, I ain't know I could go any higher because you had the utmost respect for me prior to it. All right, guys. So look, I think that the grandparents clearly been holding it down for the gratefulness and for the life lessons. So grandparents, keep doing what you're doing. For me, I would say my biggest lesson came from co-parenting. My daughter, I guess father and my daughter. I think that learning that to come to terms with my own traumas and the own things that were like
You know, I
eating away at
love
me. I never actually analyzed myself to be a better version of myself. I always kind of let myself be whoever I was gonna be, and I was always content with that, right? And then I got my kid, and I instantly wanted to be the best version of myself. I wanted to be, I didn't want to be a product of my traumas, and that grind has pushed me to. I never knew I could be as much of a man and a father as I can be right now. So like, I'd be thankful for my daughter. I know it sounds corny, but I'm thankful for my kid. It's my everything. You know what I mean? Anyway, thank you guys. I'm grateful that you guys jumped in for this podcast today. Catch you next